Great to be back. Welcome to Say Eben Media Sports Extra on YouTube. The future of Carlos Queiroz is up for discussion. Is he likely to be maintained as head coach of the Blasters? Will it be prudent for him to continue as head coach of the Blasters? I'll be addressing these questions in this video. Do well to subscribe to Say Eben Media Sports Extra on YouTube for the very best of sporting content. Now, for Carlos Queiroz, I think we need to really give him his flowers because he took a huge risk in accepting to see Ghana through the 2026 FIFA World Cup. I think in as much as it is juicy, it is so attractive to coach at the FIFA World Cup, he was on the wrong end of time. And time is so essential when it comes to preparation. Ask any coach, and that coach will tell you that time is non-negotiable. And I think this is why we need to really give Carlos Queiroz his flowers. I'm not really a big fan of Carlos Queiroz, but he had no option than to go into a survival mode during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Said that Ghana had to pack the bus against Panama, against England, against Croatia, against Colombia. Now, if the Blasters or if the Ghana Football Association decide to go in for a new coach, that coach obviously will need time to really bond with the players, will need time to sell his philosophy or his idea about the game to the boys. And that time, yet again, is going to really take something from the performance of that coach. So if a mistake was done with the late appointment of Carlos Queiroz, I think it would really make no sense to make another mistake. And I think just because of that, if Queiroz is to continue as head coach of the Blasters, I have no qualms. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan of Carlos Queiroz, but I think we will have or we will be able to assess Carlos Queiroz properly, or we will get to scrutinize him very well in terms of his work with participation in the 2027 Afcon qualifiers and also probably playing at the Afcon, because I do not think it is going to really happen in the Afcon qualifiers or during the Afcon. Said that Ghana will just pack the bus against Somalia or against Ivory Coast or against Gambia and try to hit them on the break. I do not think that kind of football is going to really sit well with Ghanaians. For the 2026 FIFA World Cup, I'm sure Ghanaians gave Queiroz the benefit of the doubt because they knew that the excuses were legit. But if it is to happen during the AFCON qualifiers or during the AFCON, I think Ghanaians are going to really scrutinize Carlos Queiroz. So, in as much as Queiroz passed his first test, I think his second test is going to be much, much more difficult. And like I said earlier, it really makes sense for the Ghana Football Association. That is if they decide to offer Carlos Queiroz a 2-year contract extension. But like I said earlier, I am not a big fan of Carlos Queiroz. Per the modern trends of football and coaching, I think Ghana is Ghana is still on the ropes. I think our football has really declined and we will need a new direction, a young, vibrant coach. That is my opinion. I do not know how you are going to take it, but Looking at where Ghana is coming from, our juvenile teams are not really performing well. Our national team is not really doing well. As for me, I think a much more younger coach would have been appropriate because Queiroz is 73 years old. Next year, he'll be 74. These are some of the concerns I have. I'm not saying he is a bad coach, but these are the concerns I have. But on the backdrop of time, yet again, being an important ingredient when it comes to coaching, I think if he continues as head coach of the Blasters, I need to really accept that decision from the Ghana Football Association. So we will be monitoring. If there is any confirmation, I'll let you know on this platform that hey, Queiroz will continue as head coach of the Blasters. But it's been rumored that he's likely to be offered a 2-year contract extension. Let me hear from you on this. Should I say development, or let me hear from you on this discussion.